Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's the day where I start my new series. It's, for lack of a better term, me reading the Tolkien definition of certain things, because the complete Tolkien companion is pretty much a dictionary that involves... Whoa, hello, I look like Jesus. Let's not do that. Okay, better. Okay. And so, like, if there's some question that you have, like, say you want to know more about Aragorn, where his family came from, it's in this book. Like, no joke. It's anything in this book. Why is my camera focusing on the unicorn? I don't know what that was. But this is just a sum up of my day. My day has gone horribly wrong. But we're going to talk about that later, because today is about this series. I went on my Tumblr and asked my friends on there what they wanted to know more about in the Tolkien series of anything, and these are what I got. And we're going to start with the smallest one, the shortest one. I will learn to English right eventually, and basically, very enthusiastically, my friend asked to know about Kili. Now, I'm going to say this first, there are spoilers. If you have not watched the movies or read the books, there are spoilers in this video. So if you haven't watched it, don't want spoilers, stop watching here. That's your warning. Don't want to see anything in the comments about, you ruined the movie for me. Why did you click on the video then? Why? Anyway, mini rant over. We're going to start with Kili. And I read these ahead, and I'm slightly just kind of disappointed that Kili doesn't have his own definition. He has to share one with his brother, Fili. Because when I looked up Kili, it said, see Fili and Kili. So, Kili, you're just not as enthusiastic as the person who asked for you. Sorry, friend. And here we go. Fili and Kili, the two dwarven sons of Dis, descended from the line of Erebor, both marched on the quest to the Lonely Mountain, led by their uncle, Thorin Oakenshield, and both fell during the Battle of the Five Armies in the year 2941, the Third Age, defending him from orcs. Thorin was also slain, and Dane Ironfoot of the Iron Hills then became king under the mountain. That was slightly anticlimactic, and friend, I'm sorry if that wasn't what you expected. I apologize. That's just what it was, and I can't say anymore because I can't control it. I wish there was more. Okay, so the next one that that I got was Bard, and there's 3 definitions for Bard, so I'm gonna read all 3 because it's my series and I said that we can. So here we go. Bard the First of Esgaroth, he ruled from 2941 to 2977 of the Third Age. He's the king of Dell, otherwise known as Bard the Bowman. There you go. For his deed of slaying the great dragon Smaug when it attacked Lake Town of Esgaroth in the year 2941. Bard subsequently, English, you're hard, then led the armies to the Lonely Mountain of Erebor in alliance with the Elves of Mirkwood to extract compensation for the dwarves' expedition for which they started up the dragon in the first place. The disastrous confrontation with the dwarves was avoided by the timely arrival of the enemy hostile to all, the goblins of the north. Goblins, you don't have many friends, it seems. Bard's forced help secured the victory against the orcs in the ensuing Battle of the Five Armies, after which he rebuilt Dale and became the first king since Gorion. His son Bane ruled after him. Now to Bard the Second. Bard the Second, son of Brain, son of Bane, thus the great-grandson of Bard the Bowman. He's the 4th king of Dell since Dell was restored. After his father fell in the Battle of the Dwarves of Erebor during the War of the Ring, Bard jointly led a combination of forces of men and dwarves to raise siege against the Lily Mountain and drove the Easterlings away. Okay, and the next one is Bardlings, which, for lack of a better term, is some fancy word that I can't pronounce, and I'm not going to bother with it. That means sons of Bard, I should say. The followers of the king of Bard, the Bowman, and Esgaroth and his descendants, men of Dell. So there you go. All about Bard and his grandson, apparently. Who would have thought? Of course, this is interesting because you don't get to see this in the movie. You kind of have to read it in the books, and everyone's like, the books are so long and boring. Oh, good books. I have a story about Lord of the Rings, so if you want to know about that, let me know down below. It's a very interesting story about me and the education system. But anyway, A story for another time. Now to the next third one that was asked for, because I promised in the post that I put that I would do him in the first video, so here we go. It's Smaug. Smaug the Golden was one of the great loci, some elvish word I can't pronounce, and it means fire dragons, of Middle Earth in the Third Age. The beast of cunning and cruelty, whose first record appearance in the annual year of ages was in the year 2770, when he came flaming out of the north to capture and sack and occupy the dwarven kingdom of Erebor east of Mirkwood. Yeah. Okay. The attack was so successful that most of the dwarves, unfortunate enough to be caught inside the Lonely Mountain on that day, were exterminated. Ooh, so bad. And for good measure, Smaug destroyed the nearby mannish town of Dale. Really? Mannish is the only descriptive word you can come up for Dale? Wow. Okay, after completing these labors, the dragon crawled inside the mountain, and there gathered all the wealth of both Erebor and Dale in one vast heap, which he laid upon upon which he laid in contented slumber for nearly 2 centuries. Long nap. So fearsome, this is known as the wrath of Smaug, that none came to challenge his ownership over the hoard for many years, and he grew complainant and vain. Yet in the end he was slain by several reasons, one, the chief of which was his own dragon Concrete? Fancy English word. As is told in The Hobbit, Smaug's vanity accidentally led him into revealing the existence of a vulnerable, unarmed patch on his underside, and armed with this information, enemies of Smaug were able to pierce the spot with an arrow. Smaug was slain by the rightful king of Dale, Bard Bowman of Esgaroth, in the year 2941 of the Third Age. His bones ever laid after in the shallow inns near the ruined Lake Town. His destruction accomplished, the kingdom under the mountain and the town of Dale were both restored to their rightful owners, and the region had reigned in peace for many years. So yeah, that's Smaug. Not a lot of information about him, but hey, those who don't know, you now know what he is called. You're Loki. I don't know. Some fancy elfish word. Now the next one was also slightly anticlimactic, because it's hobbits. Okay, we're gonna go with that. And hobbits are very interesting creatures in the Lord of the Rings, because there's not many of them in any other fantasy world. And I'm having a tangent here, apologize, but it's just like, I mean, you have gnomes, but they're not gnomes, they're hobbits. So here we go. Diminishes from the word meaning hobbit, hole builders. I will learn to speak English eventually. For a full summary and account of origins, histories, customs, of this remarkable peoples who play a notable part in the Great War of the Ring, readers are firmly advised to refer to the available translations of the Red Book of Westmarch, which, in addition, is being a prime source of information about the Third Age of Middle Earth, is for, of course, chief surviving repository of all Hobbit lore. Moreover, the Red Book has been written by hobbits. In certain events of the war, as seen by the most notable hobbits of all time, not surprisingly contains the more revelations intentionally and otherwise about halfling folk and other documents in existence. According to the accounts of the Hobbit's origin and customs, see the prologue of Lord of the Rings, and additional information about the language and names, see Appendix F. So, that was, again, anticlimactic, and Shayna, my friend, I am sorry that hobbits don't have more information in my book. However, since it did tell me where to go and where to see, I will look up the Red Book of Westmarch? Whatever it was called. I will look that up, and if you want me to read the prologue of Lord of the Rings to know more about the hobbits, I will happily do that in the next episode. But, as I said before, this series is so that I can interact with you guys. So, if there's something in here, whether a person, a place, a city, a creature of anything, an event, the possibilities are endless. There's so much information in this book that I want you to comment down below and tell me what you want me to read in the next episode. And yeah, I want to be able to interact with you guys. So if there's something that you really want to know about and it's not in this book, I will go find it. Now, I'm going to say this, and I should have said it at the beginning. but I got jumbled and crazy and everything else, but we're going to do it now. Tariel from the movies is not in this book because this is a book about the books. Sorry, there's no movie-based stuff in here. I wish there was. But if there is a Tolkien movie companion out there, I will find it and will probably add it to this series. But as for now, it's strictly book knowledge. And yeah, I hope it either encourages you to look at the books again or read the books for the first time. And yeah, just comment down below and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.